Hey guys, what's going on? This is Z-Man88 here, and in the background you can see that there's a split screen on PC only. You can split screen with your friends. You can play with two controllers, PS3 controllers I have set up in this one tutorial. I haven't tried it in Xbox, so that's where that stands. Without further ado, I mean, this is an old video. Actually, I just never uploaded it, and actually things go wrong in it. That's why I didn't upload it. But I mean, I think it shows what to do, and it helps people understand what I have to do in order to get it to work in the first place. And I will put all the links down in the description. If I don't say so in the video, I can't remember. Yeah, that's about it. So without wasting any more of your guys' time, here's how to do split screen, World at War, custom maps with the controllers. Z-Man SK8 here. I'm just trying to show you guys how to do split screen for Call of Duty World at War the right way. Like, I have looked all over YouTube and searched all these sites, and there are sites to say that they can do it, and it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't, and all this other stuff. This works. Playing all night with my buddy last night, we figured it out. Um, so I guess I'll get to showing you here. Now I have shortcuts on how to change things here, but that would be cheating, and you wouldn't know where to go. And so I am going to do this from start as much as I possibly can. So we'll go to start. Go to your computer. Everyone knows where my computer is, right? It might be on your desktop, whatever. So you go to C, and you go in your program files. Mine's on Steam. I don't know if yours will be on Steam. Depends if you bought it on Steam or not. Steam apps. So far it's C program files, Steam apps, common, Call of Duty World at War. Don't mind this. This is before I had the version, the hacked version. But I bought the game, legit. But in my finding or trying to get the hacked version to work, I had to download this Call of Duty World at War landfix.exe. And what this does is you can run Call of Duty offline or without Steam running. I don't have internet right now at all here. And this is playing the right one. This isn't the hacked one. The hacked one still works. I did do it for the hacked one too. But I never got it to work until now. So anyways, what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to download Call of Duty World War Landfix. And this is Landfix for 1.7, if I remember right. It's 1.7 is the latest. All the map packs and everything for Call of Duty World at War. All the patches. So I will have the link to this. And then all you do is you literally go copy. Once you get it, you put it in your world directory, your main directory. And then you go paste. And see, now you'll have a copy. And all I did was go like this. And put a 2. See, as you can see, it's right here. And see, it won't let me do that. But so that's all you have to do to make 2 of these, which will make 2 windows, right? Because, and I'll show you how this works in the task manager too, because I had a hard time getting 2 windows going. I don't know, some of you might already have that, and probably like, dude, move on, but I'm not moving on until I get it working right, and show how to get it working right. So let's just move on here. Before we double click on it and just run it, it's gonna go into full screen. Because the profile I have, well, I might actually have changed it. I was trying to do the video earlier here. What you need to do is you need to go to your start computer. Just leave this up because you're gonna need it. Okay, so leave this up. Start. Go to C. Go to users. Then go to your user folder. If you don't know what your user folder is, it's what you're logged in as. It's right here. Just hit start. You'll show it right here. I mean, if you lock your screen, you'll see it too. So you go to your user, and you got to go to this Appadata. Now, if you don't see Appadata, don't just be like, oh well, I can't do it. Because your computer's probably set up with this, where you can't see Appadata, like at all. If you go to Organize, you go to Folder and Search Options, and then you click on the View tab, click Show Hidden Files and Folders and Drives. Okay, and click Apply, click OK, or just click OK. It really doesn't matter. Then you can see this Appadata folder. Double click on that. So now you're in C Users Zman Appadata, Local, Activision, World at War, Players, not mods. You know, this is where you dump all your mods. All of your mods. No. Players. Profiles. Alright, so in here, you originally start off with just one. If you have the hacked version, it's $, $, $. If you created an account, you have your name. Mine is ZmanSK88. I have created a few others here, and the ones I'm going to show you are these two. All I did was go and copy and paste, waited for it to copy over, and renamed it to whatever I want. Whatever. And that could be your username if you really want it to be. Okay? This one will play, if I opened it right now, it would play it in a full screen. It wouldn't have the split screen buttons configured already. And I'm not gonna go and type each button because it's gonna be a 20-minute long video if I do that. But I will show you how it works. Alright, so when the game loads up, when you run this, it looks in here. So if you look at active.txt, you'll see whoever's first is the one it loads. So if it's ZmanSK88, it would load that one first. If it's Zman split 88, which is just my count for split screen. I mean, it's local. I don't really care if it says my name or not. I just like having two separate ones, so that way when I'm online, I still have I can play this game at full screen, and I have it set for my wireless controller to work and everything. Where this one I have to be wired, and I am using key buttons instead, so it's a little harder, and you'll see why. Because it's the only way you're gonna get it to work. So Zman split 88. So that whatever's in the top here, you gotta save it. Inside of Zman split 88, you need to go inside there, or whatever you name yourself, you know, whatever you want to call yourself. Cool Man Dude 84. I don't care what the hell it is. Whatever. Go into your profile and click on config and open it with Notepad. And I have it checked so that way it automatically opens with Notepad. So you can just double click it, but I've been in here a few times. So, and then you go to Control F. Will pop up this cool little find. If you don't understand where Control F is, right here. So just hit Edit, Find. There it is. Then type in FULL, not cool, full. There we go. You'll see full color. You don't care about full color. Hit it again. You get full screen. 0. Full 0 is window mode. If you change it to a 1, it's full screen. 0 is what we want, because we're going to split screen. So we need window modes. Okay. After that, save it, and you can run the first Latin fix, just the first one. See it pop up, comes over here. I hope it's quiet enough. I turned it down. I think it's quiet enough. Yeah, it's really low. Okay, so you shouldn't be hearing it over my voice. I mean, I should be able to talk over this. Hopefully. Otherwise, I gotta redo this video. So, now you gotta go in the active text, and you gotta change it to your other user, whoever your buddy is. Right now, I'm gonna use my friend Kenny. Oh, I didn't cut that. Alright, so, there you go. Now you hit save, and you close it, and you go to your world.war directory again, and you run the second one, number 2. Okay? And it might actually open the window right above it, or something like that. But just drag it over. And place it to where you want it. Okay, so now you got pretty much 2 screens going here. As you can see, it says Z-Man Split, and it's got Kenny Die. That's it for this. That is how you get the profiles up, and that's how you get the split screen or the two windows up. That's it. That's part 1, I guess. If you go into games, or no, sorry, you don't have games. Never mind. But you will need to download the DS3 tool. I don't think you can do it the original Xbox controller. If you plug just your Xbox controller in, the game only has one Xbox input. In other words, there's only one. You know how you hook up your PS3 or your Xbox, and you have 2 controllers. You can just plug them into your computer, or plug them into your Xbox, and your Xbox will work. It'll know that one's 1, the other one's 2. This game is set for 1 player. It's not made for split screen. So it only reads 1 controller. In other words, if I jump on this screen with the Xbox controller, it'll jump on that screen with the Xbox controller when these 2 are linked. Right now, it would just do whatever's active. And I'll show you how to get past the active thing too. And I've seen people use the script, and I've tried using the script with the auto key or whatever. I don't even know if I have it on here anymore. And I have tried using it, and I'll tell you what, it only works half the time. And when you're playing a game of zombies, you don't need it to be working half the time. You need it to work all the time. Okay? So yeah, 1.7, yeah. Okay. Let me think. So, you need to download your DS3 tool. You need to get that going. Now, right now, I have no internet, so as I said before, so I click local. If you want to know how to get this to work offline, it's actually really simple, and I could show you that too. Maybe I'll make that another tutorial sometime. So right now it says waiting for controllers to be connected, and as you can see, the drop down has nothing. Make sure Xbox 360 controller emulator is checked. Even though I'm using PS3 controllers, still need the Xbox control, just so Windows 7 likes the drivers. If you've never used this before, you're gonna have to install the drivers, which means actually no, you don't have to have internet, because I've done it without internet, but you will have to install it. So you take your first controller, and this has to be wired, by the way. This has to be USB wired. You know, you take your charger, cords, cables, you plug it into your computer. So controller 1 here, it's my controller. You can see it popped up. It's got this cool loading thing going on. You make sure it's installed. You click install, you click on this, and then you check load driver. It'll take a little while, and then it'll tell you if it did it or not. If you've never used it before. But seeing I've already done that, I don't need to do it again, so I'm not going to. Or maybe I am, because it just popped out of there. Let me plug it back in. There it goes. So it instantly knew If it doesn't show that, you gotta install it. Go to install, check it, hit download, and then once it shows up this, make sure Xbox 360 is clicked. You don't have to click options. You don't have to change anything else. You could actually do a battery custom 1, 2, 3. It really doesn't matter. Battery information just makes it'll just make your LEDs go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just showing that it's charging. It doesn't matter. Click enable, and you go doodle, you know, if you have that, and you click it again, it doesn't do shit. So there's one controller. All right. Now, I actually don't like this DS3 tool, but in order to get the 2 controllers to work, I had to use it. I actually have a Cronus device, and I use that normally, but this will not work. Cronus will not work because it reads it as an Xbox controller, and I've already explained the Xbox controller. So now you'll see I put another controller in. So you click 2, click enable. Both these are enabled. Okay, I just click enable a lot because this program likes to mess up. You can close or minimize it, doesn't matter. It always comes down here, so it's never really closed. Now, next program you'll have to use, you're done with that too, is Xpadder. You can get Xpadder. Oh, why is it telling me that now? Unsupported Windows version detected. That's weird. Never had a problem with that before. If you do get this, I know how to fix it. Having a little bit of issues here. Okay. I'm just gonna say this icon's bad. Or shortcut, I should say, is bad. I'm gonna send this to my desktop. I actually forgot that there is even problems with these things. So I get all these programs running and I forget that they even have these problems. So shoot. Put this back in there. Alright. Now it'll look at this. And you need to go compatibility. And Xpadder just came out in Vista. It didn't come out in 7, so it doesn't read Vista. I don't think it even matters which one you do. Just as long as it says Vista, and you can run it as administrator too. Then when you click on the shortcut, bam, Xpadder works, Vista, even though it's 7, or 8. Okay, so you click on Xpadder. All right. In Xpadder, I have 2 controllers, as you can see, and each, if you look at, you can pause the video if you want. I have a different key. You can make it the same keys. I actually had a problem with the numlocks. It didn't read the numlocks as different keys for a while there, so like it would think numlock 1 is still number 1, so it would be doing 2 things at once, or it'd be doing something else on someone else's screen. So I wouldn't recommend using the numlock unless it works for you. I don't know. I was having problems with it. It made it more complex. Didn't need to do it. And my second one is this, so you can pause the video and look at it. Okay, so it's going to keep it simple. The one on the right side is for this window. As you go into options and controls, go to controls, go to look, and you can see that my up, here, I'll put this over here, my up, look up and down is Q, E, R, F, you know, turn left and right. These are buttons. Now, something about that is making it key buttons. It'll make it really freaking sensitive. Like you'll be like when you're playing the game, like when you're looking up and down, you'll see what I mean. Actually, you might not because I might have fixed it already. Settings, I did. So if you look at this for looking around, you click on this little wrench here. Oops. Click on this little wrench here. You go to settings on the top. You'll see it says settings stick to dead zone, and actually it should be more than that. Dead zone. The better the dead zone, like it's usually like I don't know. I think it's like over here even, or something like that. And it is ridiculous. Like you barely touch the stick, and it goes. You just go flying all over the screen. But if you put it way less, I mean way less. I'll go right there. Then you can tilt it more before it gets to the dead zone. And that will make it so that way the buttons aren't so wild, as you say. And now you gotta do move. As you can see, movement is WSAD. Like if you were playing, like if you're a computer person playing on a keyboard, this program emulates keys, and both keys will have to be inputted. Stand, jump, L, and then I usually do change stance. I leave these unbound. Like why? If change stance will go toggle through these, like when you play PlayStation or Xbox. Why change it? So N is N, so on and so forth. Just have it set up like this. Unbound these. If you don't need them, don't have them, because I'll tell you what, it'll mess up something. I'm sure it will. You'll have two of the same button somewhere. All right, combat. You have attack, Y. Aim down sights. Now, if you toggle, I always got confused with this, but if you do toggle, it's not gonna work right. It's gonna be all. It's gonna when you'll press the button and he'll look down the sights, but um, it'll stay looking down the sights even when you let off the button. So this one is the one you want. Melee attack 9. So you push down the analog stick, you get this. Switch weapons. P. If you don't know how to set up this Xpadder, I will make a tutorial maybe on that if you guys need it. Okay? It's not hard at all. You just go to new and you start enabling sticks and pushing up, down, left, and right, and then you do your triggers and then you finish. So if that's your problem, then you're crazy, because it's not that hard. It really isn't. Oh crap. So what the? Hold on. Open. I named it something funny because I would remember it. Oh my god. Well, it looks like I get to reconfigure the buttons. Oh, that's why. No, I don't. I don't have to reconfigure buttons. Crazy kids. I'm gonna have to go back and check here. I think it's this one. Nope. Y7. That's it. Alright. 2 Xbox wired. And this one is, I can't remember what it was. As you can tell, I've tried this many times. That might be right. Let me double check before I continue on. I don't want to give you guys false information. No, that's not right. I need to find one with the tack. Hands up. Oh my gosh. This thing's falling apart, man. I'm falling apart. Alright. That's it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Alright. So everything's got to be linked up. Throw grenades, everything. Pretty much the way I have it here. 3-4. I honestly would seriously consider making the buttons the same as I have them set up. Dead serious. If you want to know how to do 2 buttons at once, you go into here and you go to advanced, and you can have as many as you want. You can make it 3 buttons if you want. Just push a key on your keyboard and you'll have another spot. But you don't need it. More than 2. Because, you gotta press 1 to use and 1 to... So Alt and I. And the reason why you have to have 2 for this button is because... I'll show you. When you use, I have I. Okay? And when I reload, I have Alt. Because it's the same button, right? You reload and you use something. It doesn't matter what you put here, but I have Alt because it's easier. So yeah, that'll make it so you can reload with the same button as you use, or buy a door, or whatever. Purchase perks. You're gonna want to press square. You're not gonna want to have to press, like, I don't know, center button or something. That's ridiculous. You're not gonna remember that in the middle of a game. Alright? So now you gotta set up all those controls. Interact, combat, move, all has to match with this. They all have to match. Okay, and they cannot be the same buttons for this. These all, see how everything changes when I toggle between the two? They're not the same anywhere. Interesting. I would think that would mess with 7. Like, it would make me aim down the sights when he presses tactical. Okay. Anyways. So, we're going to do that right now, actually. So once that's all set up, this one's pretty much set to go. Then you go over here, and you'll see that I need to change this to that. So you got your look up, look down, left, right, up, down, left, right, buttons. Now make sure you go into settings and you change this and lower that thing down. Otherwise, you will be nuts. And I'll tell you, I like fast. Like, if I play online or if I play on PS3, I have it almost all the way up. Like, I have it on 8 on Black Ops 1 and 11 on Black Ops 2. I like it fast, but it'll be way faster than you'll ever imagine. Forward, backward, whatever I have here. It's fine. Stand and jump. There. Change stance. And I unbound all these. And how do you unbound stuff? You just click on it and you hit the backspace and it'll unbound anything. Move, combat. Switch weapons, reload. Switch weapons, reload. I have reload as slash and interact as M. That's how that works. Both screens. So now So now we got this one set up with this controller, and this one set up with this controller, which is wonderful, right? Yeah. I mean, that should work right there. No, it's not that simple. You need one other program, KeyClone. Now, this is the full version of KeyClone. So you can say thank you for getting that from me. KeyClone is way better than that script thing that you use. Just toss that out the door. I'm serious. That thing only worked when I didn't want it or did want it, and it was ridiculous. So you can just close this. It'll stay minimized just like the MotionJoy. And see, and now how to add KeyClone to work. So, because you have one, you can only have one, window highlighted in the windows, right? At a time. You can't have multiple windows highlighted. But you're gonna have to force it to take input from both. So, what you did here was you made all of the buttons on the controllers keys, like so if you're typing on the keyboard. And what this does is it takes those keys. It thinks that you're just typing on keyboards. It doesn't know that you're pushing buttons. And it's putting it to both windows, whatever key takes what. That's why they have to be different buttons. So in order to do this, it's really simple. All you have to do is click Add and click on the thing. You'll see it shows up Call of Duty. Click Add, click on the thing. Now you'll see it shows up another Call of Duty. It's that simple. That's why I like this way better than that other way. Alright, now if you're like me, and I had problems doing this part, if you go to network settings and you go to change adapter settings, make sure Hamachi is off. If you have Hamachi, I used to play a lot of Minecraft and stuff, and Hamachi enabled does not let these two talk to each other. So you make sure everything's off, except for, you can even have these off, actually. You're playing locally. You're playing on your computer. So just make sure that Hamachi's off, because I had problems with Hamachi. You host on one. You pick a level that you want. It does not matter. Then you go cooperative on this one. You find it. Make sure it's to LAN. Refresh the list if you have to. Whatever. Then once you get it, you can join. You'll see that both of us in there, we both got different names, so we're not named the same person. I keep this one highlighted and I keep that one secondary. You see they're both there. And you hit start. There. Fixing my, because this was showing up. I'm sorry if this video is really long, but it's a lot to explain. But it does work. Now, if you notice, I have one controller moving, jumping, shooting, reloading, grenades. It does not affect the other player at all, because all my buttons do not have any input to that player. Alright, and then this controller, so at the same time, I'm just trying to move them at the same time. It's really hard to do two controllers at once. But this guy also, even though his window is not even highlighted, can now look around, jump, shoot, reload, and as you can see, it's not affecting my player at all. Actually, I think this is a little too stiff on the sensitivity. Anyways, yeah, it's way too stiff on the sensitivity. Oof. But anyways, as you can see, it works 100%. I guarantee it. to work. If you have any questions, any concerns, any wonders about why things aren't working out, let me know, because I'm here to help. I didn't make the tutorial for fun. Yeah, whatever I have for this control seems way more natural than... And it's making that ding sound because I have it as Alt. Maybe I'll change that so it doesn't do that ding sound too. But, you know, it's not perfect. Oh, and when you press start, they're both going to pause, or one's going to pause the other ones, or something like that will happen. That's okay. It's not foolproof perfect, but it is working, and you can play. And I played for hours with my friend. Now, there's one other thing. One last thing. The reason why you want to play split screen on PC is probably not to play the freaking the regular maps, right? I mean, you're not here. I mean, if you want to play regular maps, you just go get it for PS3 or Xbox and just never fucking worry about having to set all this shit up. What's gonna happen is, see how these are marked or whatever. What's gonna happen? So I'm gonna put it down there so you can see it better. Is when I go to mods, and let's say I want to play Minecraft. I'm gonna get raped in Minecraft right away, but that's okay. Now see how this closed? Now it loads up. Yes, I got Minecraft playing. Whatever. And this one's gonna go. So every time you launch a different mod, every time you play a different mod, any map, different mod, you're gonna have to re-add this. So every time you're gonna have to go like this, go like that, and sometimes it crashes. Like right now. This is the perfect time. Actually, it's a good thing I can show you this. I have this problem many times. You just gotta kill key clone. It doesn't. It's not a foolproof program, but it is 10 times better than that script. Okay. You add this one. You add that one. So it looks like that every time. Okay. Now you can go cooperative, host, set up the game. You see it's Minecraft. Okay. Cooperative, find Minecraft, jump in, start the game up. It'll load both of us in here, and you can play split screen custom maps on your PC without any problems. I can move this guy, and Kenny's still because I haven't moved him, but see, he can move, he can do stuff, he can shoot. There's no button config problems or anything. You can revive the other player. Everything seems to work. But yeah, so it isn't horrible. It is usable. And this way you can play your custom maps in split screen. If you have any other questions or if anything isn't clear enough, please contact me. I will help. I had such a problem getting all this working. And now that I do have it working, see, my mouse freezes when I close key clone. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. It takes a while. It comes back. If you have anything else, just leave comment, PM me, whatever works. Thank you.